Hey everybody, this is Don with the Vlog of Many Things. Welcome to my show today. Today is Tuesday, the 2nd of September. Fall's here, at least it is in Michigan. I want to talk a little bit about something that's been going around social media that's kind of intriguing to me. And I want to talk about maybe the fairness and unfairness of it, even if you are against it or for it. And that is AI art. Now, there is an image that has been going around social media. I first saw it on Sunday, I believe, and that is this image right here. And a little bit of backstory is, according to the people who are posting it, and I've seen this posted now by at least three or four people, is evidently at DragonCon this past week, a artist in the artist alley, and I'm using the term artist loosely, um, people were complaining that they felt that they were using AI art. Now, the artist has not been named that I could see, but evidently a bunch of people in the artist alley went to DragonCon powers that be and said, hey, this guy or this gal is selling AI generated art. We want him gone. And DragonCon stepped in, and DragonCon indeed said, you're out of here. So then this little sign was put up, vendor removed for selling AI art, hashtag art by humans. Now, for those of you who know me, you know that I'm not pro AI. I don't like AI. I don't use it as a company. I use it as a publisher. I am a published author. I work hard to write what I write. And I don't consider people who can do a few prompts in an AI engine and generate a 300-page book. You're not an author, sorry, in my opinion. Just like artists who just blast stuff out via AI and frame it and go, look what I created. No, you didn't create nothing. It was a computer that did it. You're not an artist. But that's just my opinion. But also, I got to defend this vendor. And this is the reason why I would love to hear your guys' comments, thoughts, and opinions on this. And that is, um, this intrigued me. So what I did was I went to DragonCon's website and their Facebook, and I started digging around trying to find out if they have an AI policy for Artist Alley, and I could not find one. I found rules for the Artist Alley, but it did not anywhere in there say that you could not sell AI generated content. Now, in all fairness, I could not find the vendor sign up sheet. So that might have something on it. For those of you who might know, can you please in the comments let us know? But I guess what my end argument is this, is that if there was no written policy, then I believe this vendor was treated unfairly. Even though this vendor, you know, this vendor right here, was using AI art evidently. If there's not a written policy, then what right do they have to say, get out, you're using AI? Because he's not violating any policies. When you have a game convention, and I run a game con, you know, we have written policies for a reason. And the reason why is because that way there's no ambiguity. You can't say you didn't know. And if we have to enforce a rule or a policy, we can say, look, here it is, on page 26, right here, there's the policy that says you can't, smoke crack cocaine at WizardCon, you know, not that that's a policy. God, I hope I don't have to have a policy like that, but you get my point. So what's your opinion, folks, in the chat? Please in the comments, hit a like and subscribe if you can. I'm trying to build my channel. But also, what is your opinion? Should a game con or a convention in general have to have a policy against AI to enforce AI? Or should they have the right to just summarily say, we're not allowing it? Because keep in mind, that's a dangerous, slippery slope that I am not a fan of. If you want something not allowed, you should put it in your policies, because that way it's crystal clear. Because keep in mind, if you're a fan of them just being able to make up their policies as they go, what says that they won't make a policy up on something that you're doing arbitrarily and you're out? I mean, I don't even know how much, DragonCon vendoring tables or artist alley tables are. They're several $100. I know that. So Did this vendor get their money back? Did this vendor just get kicked out? And again, there may be a policy. I'm not saying there's not. I just couldn't find one. So for those of you in the know, if you can go ahead and maybe cite the policy, maybe show a link to it or something in the comments, that'd be great. We're going to kind of touch a little bit this Thursday on the vlog of many things also. So get your meat hook sharpened up, because if you know, you know, and I'd like to know about it. So this is Don, vlog of many things, signing off. Again, I just want to do a quick video. What's your opinion? What's your thoughts? If there's not a policy, I think it was treated unfair, even though I'm anti-AI. But if there is a policy, well, this should be a lesson learned. Read the fine print, folks, and don't be peddling AI and calling it your own artwork, because it's not. So, everybody, have a good week. Hope everyone had a good Labor Day, and hope the barbecue was good. Have a good day.